Ready to go. Just waiting for your live symbol to go away and we can get this thing started. Alrighty. All right, we're ready. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nick here. We are here with another round of my Celebrity Big Brother recap show. And let me tell you, it was a week. So much happened, so much gameplay, so much stupidity. I couldn't believe what I saw this week. And I'm going to let you know what happened this week. Trust me. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day. I hope you had an awesome Super Bowl party if you did one. In fact, there was an episode of Big Brother on Super Bowl night. Hopefully you caught up to it before the eviction on Valentine's Day. But we have so much we got to talk about, including getting ready for Wednesday's finale. That's right. We are already at finale night this Wednesday. So we've got a lot happening within the next couple of days. So let's pay our attention to the board as we go through the highlights of the week. Get situated. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. We Gucci. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, what a week indeed, Cole. What a week. We're going to talk about it right now. So here are the highlights for this week. Now, we ended the last recap with Misha winning the head of household, and she made her nominations for Carson and Cynthia. Oh, it's kind of lagging. Oh, yeah, because the connection was unstable. So I apologize if the connection is lagging, but just bear with me. So anyway, Misha had nominated Carson and Cynthia. That's where we left off. So let us dive in to the new spoilers for the week. The winner of the Power of Veto for that round was Shayna. Her second POV win in a row, I might add. So that's 2 vetoes for Shayna. So now, after she won the veto, Cynthia and Carson, their backs are against the wall right now. So if there's any chance in them staying, they need to talk to Shayna. And they make a deal to kind of reunite their alliance. Because at the beginning of the game, these three people had an alliance with Todrick called Formation. But obviously Todrick went his own path with Misha and left these 3 in the dust. So what happened is they want to reunite the alliance, and to start it off with, Shayna will use the veto on Carson because they know that he's the biggest target. That's Misha's biggest target. So, but in doing so, that would put Chris Kirkpatrick in the crosshairs, potentially being sent out the door next. So, and of course, Misha and Todrick are already talking to Shayna about telling her not to use the veto. We want Carson gone. So the only way that will happen is if you keep the nominations the same. So what side does Shayna pick? Let's find out. Shayna indeed uses the veto on Carson. So Misha and Todrick are totally pissed at this point. As for the final nominations, Cynthia will be sitting next on the block next to Chris Kirkpatrick. So those are the final nominations for that round. Uh-oh. We have an alert. Yes, we have an alert. Mr. Chris Kattan has self-evicted himself from the Big Brother house. If you watched, you saw that he was going through some stuff. So he just didn't want to be there, to be honest. Like, when you're locked up in the house, you start feeling, trapped, and like it's not for everybody. So we learned that from Chris this week. So I'm sorry to see Chris go. And yeah, basically he just didn't feel good being there. In fact, when he was sitting on the block next to Mariah, he basically pleaded to everybody, "Hey, can you send me home? I think Mariah stands a chance. I want you all to vote me out." So, but they didn't. They ignored him, and it was a unanimous vote to send Mariah out of the house. So sit. That didn't sit well with that didn't sit right with Chris. So he just said, "All right, I'm outie." So he's out of the house, and he said he's gonna miss everybody. So I'm gonna miss him. He was a funny guy. Really made funny moments in the house. But Chris Kattan has left the house. Now we're not gonna give him the eviction music because it was a self-eviction, so he didn't go through the eviction process. So we're just gonna change his picture to black and white. And then of course we have to update the memory wall. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Your picture is in black and white. All right, so that sets the stage for eviction number 3. We have one less vote this round because Chris evicted himself from the game. So here is how the votes fall. Todrick voted for Chris. Todd voted for Chris. Shayna voted for Chris. Lamar voted for Chris. And Carson voted for Chris to be evicted. And Cynthia got Zip. So with that, by a vote of 5-0, Chris Kirkpatrick has been evicted from the Big Brother house. So there you go. He took a risk, and that's what happened. So let's update the memory wall once again in 3, 2, 1. And his picture is now in black and white. All right, moving along. Let's get into round number 4. Full round of competition as we start with the head of household competition. 6 people are competing for the title, and it was an endurance competition. It was the legendary wall competition. So everyone had to hold on for dear life to become head of household. So let's see who dropped first. It was Lamar after 21 minutes and 2 seconds. Next up was Cynthia, who fell about 14 seconds after Lamar dropped. Next to fall off would be Todd with 50 minutes and 56 seconds. Now, who would have thought Todd would have lasted that long? It's quite interesting, and it seems to me that Todd is finally waking up and starting to actually compete and stuff. Because to last for 50 minutes and 56 seconds, that's pretty amazing. So I would watch out for Todd if I were the house guest. But now we're down to the final 3. Let's see who drops next. Shayna, after 55 minutes and 44 seconds, becomes the next house guest to drop, which of course leads the battle between Carson and Todrick. Let's see who becomes the next head of household. The new head of household for that round was Carson. And boy, did he need this head of household win. So obviously Misha and Todrick are shaken because they know they are going to be the targets this week. So this should be a pretty straightforward week, right? Right? Well, it didn't go as planned. And let me tell you, this is where it kicked off. So Misha and Todrick knew that their backs were up against the wall and they needed a plan to get them out of the crosshairs. So what they did is they planned to throw Shayna under the bus, saying they have played both sides of the house, how she has made it clear that she wants to go after Carson, but Shayna never said that. So Here comes Misha and Todrick. Let's see. They go to Cynthia and Carson to let them know that Shayna has been playing both of them. And what it's sad, but what makes this plan work is that Carson and Cynthia have for brains. I'm sorry. Um, and they believe the stuff that Misha is saying. Now, Misha, weren't you targeting Carson? Wait, Carson, wasn't Misha targeting you for like the past 2 weeks? And you want to believe everything that's coming out of her mouth? So Carson and Cynthia go to confront Shayna about playing both sides of the house, and Shayna is amazed, befuddled, whatever word you want to use, but she is not having it. She feels that she is not in the wrong. She has not played these two at all. And here comes Misha and Todrick with all the ammo. Now, Shayna, or let me talk to Carson and Cynthia. Didn't Shayna use the veto on you? Um, she couldn't have done. She didn't have to do that. If this was the route that you all were going, Shayna would not have used the veto on Carson, and Carson would have left instead of Chris Kirkpatrick. So why would you believe your arch nemesis? Oh, she's been targeting me. She's been targeting me. But you know what? I'm going to believe what she's saying. I trust her. Oh, I guess that saying goes, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But Carson, you are making the wrong decision, my dude. If anything, that girl has had your back the entire time. And you're going to go and believe this girl right here, the one who's been trying to put you up all week long? You're going to believe her over her? Bruh. Ugh. I'm sorry I had to vent right now, but this is just stupidity at its finest. If this girl was targeting me, I would want her out of the house. Why are you giving this girl so much in the first place? I don't even know. I'm venting right now at this point. I'm just amazed at how stupid these people are right now. So let's see how the nominations fall, okay? I'm done venting now. Here is how the nominations fall. Misha, of course, we knew you were going on the block, but let's see who she's sitting next to. Todd. Now that's an interesting pick. I would have thought Todrick would have been put on the block. That's what should have happened. One of them gets saved, or both of them sitting on the block, and that assures one of them goes home. So, but at least Misha's on the block. So, but this is bad news. You think this is the perfect scenario, but it's not, because now there is a backdoor plan, to get shit in the house. So these two are just pawns. The one who should be the target over here is now the pawn. And it just amazes me at the stupidity that's going on right now. But let's see. So if Shayna does not get picked for the veto, it's game over for her. Because anyone who wins that veto is going to save one of the two and put Shayna on the block. So let's see how the veto falls. The winner of the veto was Todrick. Oh, surprise, surprise. Sure enough, Todrick puts the nail in Shayna's coffin. Todrick, of course, uses the veto on Todd. Okay, well, there you go. That was friendly. So, of course, the plan follows through, and Misha will be sitting next to Shayna. This girl, let me tell you, she got played like a fiddle by this girl right here and Todrick. I'm just amazed at how Carson and Cynthia believed all that rubbish. Like, they're going to pay for that severely as the numbers start dwindling. So let's see how the eviction votes fall. Misha got no votes. Todd voted for Shayna, Cynthia voted for Shayna, Lamar voted for Shayna, and Todrick voted for Shayna. Hold on. Let me get my phone ready. This venting is getting on my nerves. By a vote of 4-0, Shayna has been evicted from the Big Brother house. Well, there you have it. Let's get her picture dealt with on the memory wall. There we go. Well, there you have it. The ultimate backdoor plan. The plan that didn't even need to happen. I don't know why you let this girl get away with murder. You let this guy get away with murder. Ugh, they're gonna pay for this severely. If you could see my reactions right now, oh my god. Like, or no, you should have saw my reactions on the night I was watching this. Like, let me see. I really can't move this. I don't want to move. I don't want to move this camera. We're just gonna leave it be. I'll show you my reactions afterwards. But we still got to get one more round set up. So round number 5, head of household. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I count 6? Yeah, there's 6 people left. So the numbers are starting to dwindle. Every competition at this point counts. Let's see who the head of household for this week is. As we saw on last night's episode, the head of household is Mr. Todd Bridges. See, Todd has finally woken up. He came to play, and it is his time to shine. Todd is starting to look like a finale night contender, so I'd be scared if I were these guys. Now, before we move on to the nominations, I want to explain that before Shayna's eviction, these two came to these two arch enemies and said, okay, Misha, here's the plan. I will put Shayna on the block and we will get her evicted, but you have to promise me that you will save me and Cynthia next week should you two win head of household. And they agreed. I was actually surprised. They agreed to save those two if they were in power. But guess what? Todd is in power this week. So these two owe no obligations to these two. So now the backstabbing begins. They are not going to honor the deal. They didn't even promise a final 4. So now the drama begins. Carson, you screwed up badly. You should have saved Shayna because they're coming for you now. Now let's get into the nominations, shall we? First nominee is Carson. Oh, surprise, surprise. And the second nomination, Lamar. Now, why is Lamar sitting on the block? Well, what we saw on last night's episode was, first off, on eviction night, Lamar sat on the voting couch for 30 plus seconds because we didn't know if he was like having trouble with the game or if he was actually contemplating saving Shayna. That's why he sat on the couch and bit his nails for about 30 plus seconds. And you all have probably heard about that. And he flat out told Misha to her face, I was contemplating voting you out. Like, okay, you shouldn't have said that in front of the house because that makes you a target with Misha. If Misha gets back into power, you're going to be looked at, Lamar, especially since Carson is sitting on the block and likely going to be taken out unless the veto is on his side this week. So Lamar kind of shot himself in the foot this time around. But Carson, you really did yourself dirty. You should have had Shayna back in the house. You should have had her saved. You should have never put her on the block in the first place because now she would have been your saving grace. And now you have Cynthia to rely on, but Cynthia hasn't really been doing good on competition. So Carson, you better hope that this veto is on your side. Otherwise, you just wrote out your eviction. And we'll find out tomorrow night if that is the truth. So let's talk about finale night, or finale week, I should say. So get ready because starting tomorrow night, we get 4 nights. That's right, 4 nights of Big Brother. Starting tomorrow, we have a 2-hour episode. And the house guests got lucky because I believe tomorrow would have been a double eviction. And the next episode will be Saturday, followed by an episode on Sunday. And then Monday night, which is actually President's Day, if you're celebrating, we have a 2-hour episode. And the last episode will be the finale episode after that. So I'm thinking by Wednesday, but before Wednesday, we will have our final 2 named. Hold on one sec. Sorry about that. So let's move on. As for finale night, here's what is going to happen. we will have our season finale kickoff show kicking off at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We are going to break down the final player analysis. I'm going to go through all the house guests and give my opinion as to who I think played a good game, how everyone did, and then we're going to go over the jury scenarios. And we're going to see so many scenarios as to like the final two, like how the jury votes will fall. So we're going to talk about that. Okay. And then we have one more recap show coming on Thursday, the 24th, where we will begin talking about the remaining episodes of Big Brother. And we might actually start that on the finale kickoff show. It depends on if we have time. As well as we will do our season finale recap, and we'll determine the jury votes and see who won Celebrity Big Brother Season 3. As for Snapchat, I have my eviction predictions. That's my username right there, Nick Morales 96, all lowercase letters. Oh, hold on. We got another alert. I have to skip. There's an alert. Jury votes. If you recall, Chris Kattan was self-evicted himself from the game, and therefore he will be ineligible to cast a jury vote on finale night. That leaves only 10 jurors right now, and we have to have 11 in order to prevent a tie. So, America, this is my announcement to you. You might be casting the final jury vote. How that works is everyone will vote online to pick the person that they want to see win the game. The person who receives the most votes will get one jury vote added to the final vote. I believe we're going to hear an announcement tomorrow night. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I skipped through some slides. Let me go over here. If you did not hear the announcement last time, Big Brother Canada is streaming on Paramount Plus. If you have it, I will be starting a Big Brother Canada recap show in the near future. It's not going to be a set schedule because I'm going to watch the season on my own terms. So once I finish a week's worth of Big Brother Canada, then I will make a video and we'll recap. So be on the lookout for once Celebrity Big Brother is over, be on the lookout for a Canada recap show. I can't wait to get that started. That's going to be a great time. So there's that. Okay, so now let's bring it over to my pretty face again. Okay. There we go. So now my facial reactions. So much stupidity going on in that house right now. Like, Carson made his bed and now he has to sleep in it. He's gonna regret taking Shayna out of the house. Like, that was the worst move you could have made. You're gonna believe your enemy that has been targeting you this whole time. You're gonna believe her over someone who took you off the block, could have left your butt on the block, had your back the whole time, and apparently she's the one that played you. I have no words. I am just, the paranoia is crazy in that house. So I don't know what was going through Carson's head, but let's see how it plays out tomorrow night, because there is still a veto up for grabs before the eviction takes place. Okay, that's all my venting for today. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait for the finale kickoff show. That's going to be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. So I got a lot of work to do to prepare for Wednesday night. But it's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a good time. I hope you guys will tune in. Remember, nickmorales2012@gmail.com. That is my email address. So you can send me any info about Big Brother. I would love to start a watch party or something for Big Brother Canada. I can't wait to discuss that show. That's going to be fun. But we'll get more on that soon. So, but for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you Wednesday, 4:00 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, for the Celebrity Big Brother season finale kickoff show. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.